Shaitan has became disobedient to the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And after all that beauty and the power and everything is giving to him, he just throw away to disobedience. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered to his angels, saying, kick this one out. Disobedient one is a dirty one. Don't say to me, you are clean. If you have disobedience, you are a dirty one. You can wash yourself 100 times a day if you want. In divine presence, you are a dirty one. Much as disobedience you do in dunya, your reality is in the paradise, standing, sitting, appearing. Disobedience that you are making here is affecting your own real body there. The beauty that Allah is sending to that one, non-stop, through the action that the man is doing here, is destroying that beauty up there. You can put much as perfume and cologne, whatever you want to put on yourself. Your reality smells that time. The people of real people smelling the dirtiness that comes out from your ego, that smell, that is worse than the sour. The beauty smell only come to you through obedience, because the connection with the real body is connected here and is appearing from there to here. The real beauty is appearing there too. You can put much as makeup to your face. That's not a beauty. It's a fake thing. So, nor is the sickness of 21st century people disobedience. Because of disobedience, the mankind is suffering and is going to suffer more. And is going to suffer the worse because of disobedience. Disobedience to Allah and His Prophet is the obedience to shaitan and to ego. Nothing else. That is what it really is. So much as obedience you have to Allah and His Prophet, that much beauty, that much honor, that much value you have. If the whole world running and taking you and flushing you down into toilet, and you go through the sewer lines and you go inside the sewerage, you come out from the other side clean again. Otherwise, you are dirty. Say much as you want. Whatever you want to say, say. You can only fool yourself. You cannot fool the people of Haqq. If you are one of them, the people of Haqq, you are not a disobedient anyway. You cannot be disobedient at the same time to be the people of Haqq. No. So, the main order first is giving to Adam alayhi salam and to the children of Adam, saying obedience. Obedience. Obey Allah. Obey His Prophet. And obey those ones that they are reminding you Allah and His Prophet. That's the ayat saying to you. You didn't find nobody to obey? You are obeying your ego. You must have somebody that you are obeying. Obeying means not doing as you like, just appearing time to time and disappearing time to time. Obedience is that you run to ask, to say, I want to do this. Is this right? Is this wrong? Where is that one? Looking with the binoculars to find that. So the 21st century sickness, that is one of the characteristics of ego, that doesn't want to obey anything other than shaitan. But if the man is claiming to be a servant and saying, I'm a servant, ask that one. If you are a servant, who are you following? Have you found one salih, righteous one, that his name is reading in the divine book, in the heavenly stations, and following? When Allah is saying to you, follow, what do you think it means? Or saying, be with salihin, be with those ones. What is it? Just sitting like this, eating and drinking, and joking and socializing and going on your way? Being with that one, looking at that one, learning from that one. Slowly, your manner has to change, and your manner has to be copying that one's manner. First, you must copy from outside form. Slowly will enter in your heart. They will send it to your heart. They will check to see how sincere you are. So sincerity and obedience is saving mankind. You can read all the books from now until Judgment Day. You're not going to find road again to your grave or beyond the grave. You need to have different knowledge to that. They will not teach that in any university, or today's world, even tariqats will not teach that. It's only very few people are authorized. The rest covering themselves up because the children of Adam became complete disobedient. For that reason, what happened to the people of Nuh alayhi salam, the worst is going to happen to this nation. It didn't happen yet. This little incidents that is happening here and there today, one mountain eruption here, mudslides there, the snow slides here, the earthquakes there, tsunami, gunami, these are nothing. What is preparing to come, this is nothing. So, welcome to the real world. You listen and you obey, you'll find safety. You listen and you don't obey, no safety. No safety. No safety to do disobedient ones. There was no safety for the people of Nuh alayhi salam. Who you think you are? They were living over 1,000 years. Here on this face of earth just yesterday, and tomorrow you're going out. They did so many things. Millions. They see themselves too smart. Friend of Nuh alayhi salam. He was saying to them, do this way and do it that way. Saying, who are you to tell us what to do? We do as we like. You didn't create us. We do as we like. What happened to them, you think? Ask them, they are under the ground. Watch, if you are wise enough, if you have visions, they're claiming so many in these days, claiming so many things that they don't have, there's another punishment is going to come to those. Because if you do have, you see that and you will be shivering. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you are male or female. Doesn't matter if you are a simple man or if you are an awliya. When you are understanding, yes, the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you are front of it, you are nothing, that time you must be shivering. The prophets did. Who are you? But as I say, when the man is following his ego non-stop and the ego is making him to think that it's something and someone, that's what happens to a man. And even Shaitan is looking from far for today's people saying, I don't want to be with these ones. They pass so much the limits. But it's still boosting them, saying, go ahead, because you will be entering before me to Jahannam. It's not a joke. Today's people on the face of earth became the worst one that ever came to this earth. Worst one. All that because of disobedience. And if the man turns around and asks forgiveness sincerely and saying, Ya Rabbi, I want to be an obedient servant to you, right away help is going to reach. Allah is going to send help to that one from some way, somehow, to remove that one from that mess. It happens to some people, sometimes in their life, then little bit luxury reaching to them, and they turn around, twisting again to that disobedience road again, under the name of obedience now. Now you have double price to pay, because help has reached to you, and you didn't like it according to your ego. You want things the way you want it. So now you are in bigger trouble. Yes. So, do as you like. Live as you like. You cannot live as you like. You're just going to live in the measurements distance that is given to you there, and nothing else. You cannot leave the playing around with the child. It's not the time to play around with the child. When I'm making sohbet, either take it, go outside, or listen. You just find to play around with your child now, disrupting the sohbet. Estağfurullah. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. What's coming? It's coming from my stomach too. Yeah, this is disobedience. So run much as you want that time. Look what you're preparing to yourself that time. You cannot hold yourself 5 minutes to listen. Never mind about keeping what you hear and to applying to your life. Yeah. Estağfurullah razim ve tubu ilayh. So that's what happened. Today's people had complete disobedience in every way, because of that disobedience, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just a little bit punishing to these children of Adam through the disobedience to their children. Little children, they are disobedient 24 hours a day. Never seen such a thing like this before. But reflecting the disobedience of the parents is reflecting on the children. That's what is really happening. So, the bottom point is only safety to children of Adam. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter what you did in the past. What are you doing today and what you are about to do. Which every day that is appearing, coming to you, are you preparing for that day to be another day for you, obedient servant to your Lord? That's what Allah is looking. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is giving you a free will to choose your paradise or your hell. That's what you do with that free will. Through disobedience, you're running and forcing the doors of the hell. Forcing, pushing. And Allah saying, subhanahu wa ta'ala, I am a patient one. I am not giving care for you so much because you are screaming, you are fighting back to me. No. But when you're making me to run, when my patience is going to run from you, is finishing, coming to the finishing level, then you finish. You can declare fight against me much as you want. You can declare disobedience to me much as you want. You can declare war to me much as you want. Your declaration is not giving me anything. Your obedience or disobedience is not affecting me. Your wrong declarations on you, I am not caring and I'm not looking. But if I look to you, and the declaration that you are doing to me, then I'm sending it back to you. You are declaring war to me, and if I declare war to you, whole angels, they are shivering from this announcement. Awliya Allah is shivering, but simple, arrogant, and stubborn man is not knowing nothing. Declaring more and more. Didn't you see? The prophets they were not able to reach to their loved ones because they forced the limits. They passed beyond their limits, and the warning came to the prophets. Prophets, they have been curated clean, and they have sent to the world clean, and they live clean life. They never ask anything for themselves. You cannot say that the prophets, they committed sin. They are complete clean ones, and they are shivering from that. And they were running after these people. And the Nuh alayhi salam, running after his people for 600 years. Patience. Look at the patience that he had. For what he was running after them? For what he was swallowing their arrogance? For what he was asking them and running after them, saying to them, don't live like this. Allah is not happy with this. Turn around. They didn't listen. They cursed at him, they attacked him, they hit him, they did so many cruelties to him. He went back, he got cured, he came back to them saying, oh, children of Adam, don't live like this. Allah is not happy with you. You are being not happy with Allah is not making any differences. But if Allah is not happy with you, you are in trouble. If you die in this situation, you're going to cry a lot, you're going to scream a lot. They didn't listen. 600 years. This is not 6 hours. No man is able to carry somebody standing in front of him and being disobedient and screaming and attacking for 6 hours non-stop. It's not 6 days. It's not 6 weeks. It's not 6 months or 6 years or 60 years. It's over 600 years. And because of his obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one, he was obedient. He was obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Curse was not reaching to that nation. Punishment was not reaching to those people. It's not because of them, it's because of that obedient one. If the curse and punishment is not reaching to you and to me today, it's not because of you and me. It's because of that. Because of his obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not reaching to us. But he is not happy with what's happening. Just like Nuh alayhi salam. And finally, Holy Prophet, Ulul Azim Prophet, his patience ran out and opened his hand and saying, Ya Rabbi, do not leave one disobedient creature on the face of earth to you. He didn't complain to himself saying, this is what they did to me. They attacked me, they hit me, they cursed me. He says, it's no problem. But they are disobedient to you. They continuously being disobedient to you. Do not leave one of them on the face of earth. Just one dua, finish. Accepted it right away. Because he was a good, obedient servant, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was watching him to see what he's going to say, what he wanted. And right away, response reached to him, I accept it from you. Now prepare the ship and take those ones to the ship. Now Nuh alayhi salam, he knew what he did. Now he's crying more. He's building the ship. Now he cannot turn things around anymore. He's finished. But he's running after them because he knows the mercy of Allah. And running after them again more and saying to them, oh, children of Adam, I know what I did. I know what happened. I know what has been reading to you. Turn around, come around and ask forgiveness. Everything will be forgiving. No, they became more arrogant, more stubborn. He's saying to his own son, saying, my son, you are my son. Look at your brothers. They are obedient. Don't be disobedient one. Maybe because of you, so many disobedience, they're going to come with you. No, you lost your mind, father. His own wife. Listen. What happened? What happened? If you're still not seeing, you're going to see it in the judgment day. But make sure you don't fall into their side in the judgment day. Yeah, they are in very, 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 very bad conditions right now that you are speaking. So you can say Allah is cruelty. You can say that Allah has no mercy. Hundreds of years. If you were to send them angels to remind them, it's still, if the man become disobedient, it still has one chance to say, well, they were angels. We couldn't carry what they say to us. He sent us one of our kind that is sitting and eating with you, is sleeping, getting up, getting tired. But because of that, Shaitan is fooling children of mankind again, saying, it's just like you, it's okay. So he's doing this, you can do this, you can do. No, it's not like that. It is not like that. It has never been like that. It's never going to be like that. If you want to have a value, if you want your value to go up, much is value that you show to the ones that Allah loves, that much value you're going to get. The much is value that you're going to show to the Salihin, then your value goes up. Much is respect and love that you show to those ones, your value is going to go up. Much is disrespect that you show to them, your value is going to go down. Everything is connected to that, not to you. Nothing circles around you until you reach to your own orbit, then you'll be there. And if you give through those ones, taking and giving, maybe some things start circling. Because now you are connected with the divine secrets, heavenly stations, and you're taking from there and you're giving to people. Not the world, the Akhirat. So, Holy Prophet ﷺ, knowing this, saying to his nation, from where are we saying this? From the hadith of the Holy Prophet. He is teaching us, talking about Nuh alayhi salam, talking about before and talking about after, talking about his time and talking about what's going to happen after him too. He gave the message from the beginning to eternal message. Everything is there. Any message that you look to find, you must find in the teachings of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Shaykh, we're going to university and they are teaching us hadith in university too. MashaAllah. They are kafir. They're not accepting the Prophet and they are teaching the hadith, yes. The mankind has no choice to teach the teachings of the Holy Prophet ﷺ for mankind to live right lifestyle, at least a little bit. The kings, they are teaching their children how to sit, how to stand up, how to eat, how to greet each other through the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ. They put it in their books, saying that is the best manner. Yes, I have been sent to complete the good manner. That's what Holy Prophet is saying. So now, today's 21st century people, they lost to manner under the name of I have so much manner. They open their mouth, they say everything, but they don't know where the words is reaching and what is going to affect. The whole world may not bother the whole world, but is bothering the angels. They are holding the pen and they are writing for you. It's bothering and is affecting the Holy Prophet. It's bothering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So watch what you're doing and what you're saying. If you are a believer, such a believer that Allah is saying subhanahu wa ta'ala that they keep their prayers, they give their zakat, they keep their fasting, and they believe in Judgment Day. Those believers I am talking. If you don't believe on those, live as you like. Do whatever you want. It's not going to bother me. It's not bothering me in any way. anybody who's doing anything, but it's affecting me to know that I'm holding by the hand to some people to force them to go to the right road, and not only they are coming along, they're not coming along, but they're forcing to go out, then I'm holding more tightly now because it's more danger. Now I see that they are biting my hand, kicking my stomach, trying to hurt me to escape from my hand. And yes, I'm a weak servant too, just like Nuh alayhi salam, and I let your hand to go maybe. Then you'll be in trouble. If another help doesn't reach to you, then you'll be in trouble. So be careful. Everything has their limits, and don't pass your limits. When you're passing beyond your limits, then you are writing your own book. You are writing your own punishment to your own self. Allah is the most merciful one, yes. Allah is the most just one, yes. Everyone is asking justice, yes. Are you justice with Allah? And you are asking justice? Did you keep justice in your life? All your life you asked justice, and you are asking complete justice now? How? What kind of mentality is that? You think that you're going to live as you like, whenever you want. Then one day you're going to decide to live the way that Allah has ordered. And you think that every justice is going to come the way that you want it? The way that you think that is justice is going to work for you? The way that you think that you're going to look at the Prophet ﷺ and the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, and you're going to compare yourself with them, then to say, this is not justice. Did you have the submission that the Sahabe Kiram they have to the Prophet? Do you have that much of submission? Have that much of submission, and look how everything works for you overnight. Look, in 24 hours, if you are not seeing the paradise in front of you, I will shave my beard. Yeah, but you don't have submission. Your submission is according to your own ego again. What it fits to you, that's what you do. If it doesn't fit to your ego, you're not going to accept. You're not accepting anything. I try to say things to you that fits to your ego, and you're not accepting. How are you going to accept if I say to you complete opposite? Yeah. So that's what happened to these people. And because of the kafirs, they are calling me a cult. And kafirs, they're calling me a cult leader. Cult? What about even if it's a cult? You are accepting to be in this cult? You're not?
Yes.
If you're not, you go. That's what it is. But yeah, Islam is not cult. Islam is a leadership. And you must give submission to that leader. That's what is the meaning that you're sitting and you're giving bayat. That you are swearing. Allah is saying to you to swear that you're going to be obedient. Not using your own intelligence everywhere to say, I think this and I think that. Who asks you to think? He asks you to follow for your own safety. Nobody's asking you to think. You think, and your thinking brought you this problem. He is just about to come out from problem. Now you start thinking. Yeah, that's what Shaitan does. Making you to think. Later saying, oh, Allah gave me mind to think. Yeah. According to what? Where is your balance? How you are thinking? When you are judging the things, according to what you are judging? How much knowledge you have with the teachings of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, If you say to me that knowledge that you have today, that you read from the books, I'm not accepting. How much you are connected to that. And to say this is right and this is wrong. Don't you know the story of Çarşambadır Çarşamba? Maybe you don't know. And listen again to understand what is right and what is wrong. What is lies and what is real. This time also there is those ones. And that time 40 Abdals that if I'm going to talk about them now, we need maybe 40 years to speak about each one of them's position and their work that they're going to do. So your life is not going to be enough to hear. Yes. But how are you going to earn this? How are you going to understand? How are you going to know all this knowledge? So it must be another knowledge connected to that. Otherwise, through books, your life is not going to be enough. Shaykh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, he has reading 500 books. Your life is not enough to read one of them to understand. If you keep your life in the correct way from the childhood and to start reading one of his books, your whole life is not enough to understand the meanings, what he put in there. But of course, the scholars of Islam today, the squarehead, the kafirs, the shaitans, Wahhabis, they are cursing to that one. They are calling him a kafir. Because their mind is not understanding. So they say, whatever we don't understand is no good. So that's complete, pure ego there, nothing else. So Shaykh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, he is putting all those books, and one is not enough for you to read and understand all your life. Never mind about taking and applying it to your life. If you take a couple of words and apply it to your life, you'll find safety. And the Shaykh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, he is the ocean of the knowledge. He's a Shaykhul Akbar. He is saying that to the sheikhs, not ordinary people, to understand. And one day, Shaykh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, he is traveling on the sea. And the sea, all waves start. It was so easy going, and all of a sudden, the wind start coming and the waves are reaching top of the ship and is going to bring the ship is going to sink. He just write something in a paper and he throw it into the sea. And right away, the whole sea became calm again. But instantly, one fish appeared, standing in front of him. It was an angel appearing as a fish to others, saying, Ya Muhyiddin, I have a question to ask to you, and I want answer from you. He said, ask. He said, if the woman gets divorced from the husband, how long she should wait to go to another husband? Or if her husband turns into a stone, how long she should wait to go to another husband? I'm not entering to these two now, I'm leaving that out. It's another ocean. The bottom point is asking this question to Shaykh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, just like asking the mathematics professor, what is 2 plus 2? That was for Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi. Shaykh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, he closed his eyes, he dived into his ocean of knowledge, he didn't find the answer. He was there, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala covered it. No answer. He understood right away. He went to Sajda saying, Astaghfirullah, Ya Rabbi. I understand what I did. I'm asking forgiveness, Ya Rabbi. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Tub ilay, astaghfirullah, Ya Rabbi. I'm asking forgiveness until sign is given to him and he rises from Sajda. If he doesn't see that sign, he will not get up from Sajda until Judgment Day. He got up. What was the warning coming to Muhyiddin ibn Arabi? What he did, and the warning coming to him through a fish, and simple question, and he's not finding the answer. Saying, Ya Muhyiddin. Muhyiddin ibn Arabi, saying, you write something and you throw it into the sea. What was that? He write on the paper saying, oh, ocean, there is higher ocean above you. There is bigger ocean above you. Don't shake this much. That ocean show complete obedience to Muhyiddin ibn Arabi. But Allah sent the angel to give warning to Muhyiddin ibn Arabi, saying, you know all these knowledges, and you have authority to give order to the ocean to stop, but you didn't know the secret behind what I made this ocean to shake. So you interfere to my work. And because of that, I am covering the simplest knowledge to you that you will not know the answer. And if the saints of Allah, yes, the friends of Allah, they have fear from Allah the way that Allah saying, the best ones in divine presence, and they fear the most. Why? Warning came to him. Knowing all these knowledges, he couldn't know that simple answer. He understood, right? He didn't force to say, what happened? No, he didn't go to doctor to say, doctor, what happened to my mind? I forgot. He understood, this is a sign from my Lord is giving me warning. He went to Sajda and he stayed in Sajda. Yes, yes. So, no need for Charshamba to Charshamba. This should be enough for you and for me to understand. If you have the knowledges of the oceans in your hand, you still need to follow somebody else. Just exactly Shaykh Muhyiddin ibn Arabi did, and the people after him did. So put it together, try to understand. If you're really looking for your own safety, if you're really believing that if Azrael is coming to you now, there is going to be a life beyond this, if you're really believing on that, live according to that. If not, live as you like. I have nothing to say to you that time. Doesn't matter how close you are to me or how far you are to me. Doesn't matter that time. This word reaching to you, and you may reach all the way to China. You're not gonna be more valuable because you are here. No. Those who's taking the words and applying to their life, they're going to become more valuable. Sometimes, it's just like Holy Prophet saying, alayhi salatu wasalam, he's giving the khutbah and saying to Sahabe Kiram, pass these messages. The people who's coming after you, and those who's going to come after them, the messages must reach all the way to the end. Who knows? Maybe they will keep it better than you. They will understand better than you. Who's going to come behind? And that's exactly what's happening. So, these words are for you and for me. If you are finding anything wrong in these words, the recording is there. Write it down and come and say to me, this is wrong. I can tell you, yeah, go and compare it with other sheikhs that you are listening in internet computers. Today's sheikhs became computer people's Shaykh became Google search, and they go listening to those. They listening to anybody who says something. They're not knowing them. They're just listening. They taking that very seriously. But they're not taking the one that they can trust very seriously. That's the sickness of 21st century people. So, again, whatever you do, if you are winning, you're winning for yourself. If you are losing, you're losing for yourself. Everyone is going to enter to their grave by themselves, and they're going to be questioned by themselves, and they're going to come to the judgment place. If you are having obedience the way that you're supposed to be having, who knows, maybe help will reach to you there, maybe help reach to you everywhere. Otherwise, you are by yourself. Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Estağfurullah, razim ve tuğbu ileyh.